story to talk about. About the man who was taken off the transplant list because he didn't have his crown shots. So, let's just give it a minute. I'll wait for people to join. Boom. Yeah, this should be a pretty good story because I don't really hear too many people talking about this particular topic. In fact, I didn't even know this was going on. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and start talking about it. I guess hopefully people will join. So basically, there's this guy from Boston, and he's been in the hospital in intensive care for a while, and he basically is on a transplant list for a new heart. I'm not really sure exactly what is wrong with his heart per se, but I do know that he needs one. He definitely needs a new heart. And when the, I guess, hospital staff found out that he didn't have any of his vaccines for the crown shot, they immediately took him off the list. mind you, the transplant list, people, I'm sure it's no surprise, people need to wait sometimes long periods of time. Sometimes people even die while they're on the list waiting for what they need. And so from what I understand, this guy's been on the list for a while, and they just up and took him off just because of that. And instead of giving him a new heart, they installed a mechanical pump in one of his, I think, could be wrong on this one, but I think it's one of his, what is it? Vestibular arteries, I think. And so basically, they estimate that could keep him alive for maybe 5 years, as opposed to getting a new heart and him living way longer. And personally, that's fucked up and evil, to be honest. Because it's just really messed up. And the guy isn't even an anti-vaxxer. The reason why he said he didn't want to get the C shot was because of his heart condition. He was afraid it would, make his heart condition worse. That's why he said that he didn't want to get it. And they just took him right off. They're like, no, we're going to install a pump in your heart. And, oh, hey, we got one person watching. How's it going, man? It looks like you might have just joined. I was basically talking about the C shot and how a man was actually taken off the heart transplant list because he didn't have any of his C shots. And he'd been waiting for a while, and they just took him off and instead installed a pump inside his vestibular artery. And they say that could maybe keep him alive for about 5 years. But that's just an estimation. And he wasn't even an anti-vaxxer. He was just afraid that the C shot would worsen his heart condition. And it's just a real shame that would happen. And frankly, pisses me off quite a bit. Because it's almost like, in a sense, these people at the hospital they're playing God, essentially. It's not going to end well for them. Hey, we got another person joining. All right. Thank you all for joining. Ugh. But yeah, it's really messed up that poor guy has to go through that, and his family has to go through that. He's got a wife and kids, and it kind of just goes to show the lengths that these people are willing to go to to get their bonuses. They're like, oh, well, if we tell him he won't get his new heart unless, he gets the C shot, Like, is this really the world we live in? And people don't even give a crap about other people anymore? It's just money. And fucking Jewish bastards. Ugh. But yeah, that's basically what I saw that article in the New York Post. So, that, again, who knows how reliable that is, but could just be fear porn, of course. Hey, Pat Riot, how's it going? But yeah, that's just something that's been bothering me, that I hadn't really seen too many people talking about that. But yeah, it's just on my mind. But now that we got 3 people in here, 2 people, talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I want to include anyone who joins my stream. I'd like to include them in the show. I'm open to talking about anything. I'm probably about to walk down to the park real quick. Depending on, my phone's charging when I do my live stream, so depending on how much. Okay, yeah. My phone's only at 10%. I gotta wait a minute. How's everybody doing today? Alright, 330 athletes are dead after vaccination. Oh, after vacation. Wait, what? Oh, I see what he did. I see. And then nearly 600 have been injured. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about that. They're just like they're just dying left, right, and center, from what I've heard. That's what you get, though, for trusting in the word of man over the word of God. I mean, it's not like these people weren't warned. But yeah, that's... Even when I first heard the report of the crown virus, I immediately knew it was bullshit. Like, just the story that the narrative they gave right off the bat was like, come on, guys, are you even really trying at this point? But all the Smurfs bought it. Of course. Why? Because they just want to be told the reality. They don't want to discover the reality. That's why we got into this mess that we're in now. But yeah, it's all crazy. The world is super chaotic. And I think if we're not living in the days of Noah, we're definitely close. It's on live TV and still the sheep can't see it. Yep. Yeah, sheep are being led by wolves. They're blind. They're blind sheep. They're not being led by a shepherd. They're being led by ravenous wolves. And it will destroy them too. That's why it's important to question everything, research things, and think things for yourself. I mean, if you think about it, nothing's going to advance if people just only accept what they're being told and don't occasionally go outside the parameters of the norm. I'm a hawk up in the sky and I see everything. Yeah. But yeah. It's like if you're not being, it's like really everybody's sheep. But here's the thing. Are you being led by wolves or are you being led by the shepherd? And it's real easy to tell who the wolves are. You can tell it by their actions, their fruits. Things they say, the things they do. That's how you can test to see if someone is of God. Although I call them sheep, I think a better word for them is lemmings, honestly. They're chasing the wolves right off a cliff. And guess what's going to happen? The second they get close to that cliff, the wolf's going to turn around and run the other way, and all those sheep are going to fall. It's kind of already happening. These people, most of these people are dead inside. They are absolutely dead. Most of these people suffered a spiritual death. That's why it seems like no matter what we try to say to them, they won't have any of it. Like, I've seen these people just argue right in the face of common sense, like to the point where they're debating words, semantics. They're like debating the definition of words and stuff like that, trying to come up with their own definition so it fits their religious view. Well, you can't do that. And the one thing that really upsets me the most about all this is that these people just shut themselves off from the truth completely. Completely. And at least in my opinion, the truth is a beautiful thing. The phrase, the truth will set you free. It's real. That's true. And to be completely honest, as soon as I became a flat earther and started looking into all kinds of other things besides flat earth, that set me free. That truth set me free. It broke my mind out of the chains and shackles that it was in, that most of these people are still in. I mean, I've always kind of been a free spirit, but my mind is free now. And the funny thing is, I never ever thought in my life that I would be so hyper skeptical as I am now. In 2002, I was 18, and then February I got a PC, the internet, and then discovered 9/11, and since then I have seen every conspiracy and then some. Yeah. Yeah, I was 11 when that happened, when 9/11 happened. And I remember that I remember clear as day. I was in school, and it was just like, of course, any other day. And I saw the teachers like frantic, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And then, for whatever fucking reason, they decided to show the footage to a group of children. People falling out of buildings and stuff like that. They showed that to us. I don't know why they did. And then after they showed it to us, they were like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. That was a terrible idea. Yeah, it was, assholes. Children shouldn't have to see stuff like that. I mean, they could have easily not shown that on the TVs, and we could have heard about it later. And at the time, I was still, I was so young, I was still indoctrinated. But I've kind of always been a conspiracy guy, to be completely honest. And I used to be big into UFOs and believing aliens were real and all that stuff. So I kind of already knew at a very young age that the government lies. And I knew they were hiding some shit, but I wasn't sure what exactly. I thought they were hiding the existence of aliens and all kinds of other crap, bases on the moon and stuff, and like I was hook, line, and sinker into that. I even used to watch one. Okay, but so yeah, I was in hook, line, and sinker to all that sort of stuff. And it's like once you go down one rabbit hole, it leads to like hundreds of other rabbit holes. And I used to, phone is getting warm. It's not even that hot out. So, gosh, I keep getting texts and phone calls and stuff. It's throwing me off. So, I believed all that programming stuff, of course. And then I remember when Flat Earth came on the scene. This was, I had just moved into my first place. And the one second, guys, I got some people blowing my phone up. Wants me to meet up with him on his break. He's actually, it might work because he's actually right at where I was planning on walking to, so I only have 10%. I only have 10% battery, so if I end up dying during the live stream, guys, you know, I'll try to restart the stream again. 1 second. Okay, let me read what the Pat Riot said real quick. Us here in England seen it from the BBC, and later on a night from the BBC later on at night, a woman called Jane Stanley said that Building 7 had come down and it was just over her left shoulder, still standing. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. That was a big fuck up on their behalf. Real that really, of course, I watched the Flat Earth video on March 26, 2015. It was Eric Dubay on the Fireside Chats. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while actually since I saw an Eric Dubay video. I think I'm a little late to that. I think the last one that I saw was his proofs video, I think. I can't remember what the actual title of it was. Because I think it was like 100 proofs or something. The earth is flat, something like that. It was pretty good though. It's pretty good. I really think that he should get more involved in the flat earth scene because he did a lot for this community. But he's on a tirade thinking everyone's shill, so. And that's one thing I really wish would stop in this community, this whole shill calling. Like, he's a shill, he's a shill. Okay, what proof do you have that he's a shill? Well, he's just a shill. You're like, okay, real genius evaluation there, guy. But, yeah, I try to stay away from calling people that. Unless I have definitive proof that they are. But I think a shill, a real shill, would have to be someone who comes off like they support a particular movement, and then they kind of like move them slowly away from it to promote their own shit. I think. I could be wrong on that definition, but I think that's kind of what it is. Ugh. I think I heard Eric Dubay. I thought he did a new video. I thought I heard someone say something like that. Can't remember. Oh, this is the area that people joke about and say this is like from Blair Witch. Then the Jennings, Caligula, Go Fast Rocket, and Flight's Path video, and Math Powerland, and then Mark Sargent's Clues, and then that was all that there was back then. Oh yeah, I remember. I was a big fan of Mark Sargent and his shows. I kind of miss Strange World. I don't know if he's still doing it or if he's just not posting on YouTube. What's up, bro? Ugh. Oh yeah, I'm just doing a live stream. Yeah. Decided to do a birthday live stream, talk about some shit. Yeah.
Did you talk to your mom?
No, she's not home. Yeah.
Yeah, I get off at. Well, I was supposed to get off at 8, but he said I could get off at 6 since I came in at 10.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
if I don't go with you, what I'll probably do, because Sean doesn't know, I didn't tell Sean what time I get off today. But I'll probably come by and just chill with you for a little bit until 8 comes.
I'm probably. I think I should end the stream for real quick.
Yeah, you should.
Because it's kind of rude to be doing this when I'm talking with you too. It's kind of rude to both people. All right, guys. I'm gonna resume the stream in a couple minutes. Yeah, I just don't want to be rude to my friend Nick and just here doing a live stream, whatnot, while I'm talking with him. But yeah, I'll be back in shortly. So thanks, guys. I'll be right back. Okay.